Hello and welcome. My name is Lexi, and today we're going to take a look at some new and coming soon releases in the luxury beauty community. Now, my information comes from a few different sources, and I have them all linked down below in the description box. So if you'd like to give them a follow, please do so. The majority of my information is coming from Anna at One Beauty News Russia, so I will leave that linked down below. I also have some information from Emma Beauty Talks on Instagram, as well as WZ Beauty on Instagram, and the Chantecaille that I actually found just by looking at their website. So let's go ahead and start off with the Chantecaille Summer. So the Chantecaille Summer collection is called the Cosmos collection. It will be releasing soon. I don't have a date for this. I actually found it just searching through the Chantecaille website. I make the rounds through a variety of websites pretty much every day and came across this one. So we actually have just a few items, but I think it's a really great collection and it looks like it was well thought out and timed well for the summer. So we have the Real Glow Cosmos highlighter here. So this is going to be a new highlighter. It looks like a shimmery champagne shade, and I have to say I'm actually very interested in this. So according to Chantecaille, it says it's a lightly shimmering highlighter that gives the skin a luminous, warm glow. And this looks like it's going to have that gel powder formula that we have in their Real Skin bronzers right now. So speaking of bronzers, there's also a new bronzer in this collection. So it's the Real Bronze collection, or the Real Bronze formula, which I believe is going to be the same as Goa, and I forget the name of their other one, Serena or Serena. I'm not sure which way they pronounce that. But looks like the same formula, but the color looks like it's in between those two shades. The Serena is a little bit more yellow, more warm tone. The Goa is kind of a deeper, cooler brown. This looks like it's going to be kind of in the middle. And I'm happy to see this because a few years ago during COVID, that summer, they were supposed to release a variety of bronzers, and then it ended up getting scrapped, I believe, because of the pandemic. So it's nice to see that at least something has come out with that. And I'm very curious about the shade of this. We'll have to see more about this, but the description of it does make it sound like it's going to be the same formula as Goa and Serena, which I have to say I really love their bronzer formula. I think it's great. The shades just aren't perfect for me, so it's one that I don't really use very often. But I'm curious about trying this one out. So I will probably pick up both the highlighter and the bronzer from this collection. According to Chantecaille, it's an advanced gel powder formula that uses pearl pigment technology to create a soft, aerated texture that kisses the skin with a buildable, beautiful glow, but never looks or feels like makeup. And it's made in Italy. Both the highlighter and the bronzer retail for $84 US, and you can sign up on the Chantecaille website now for notifications when it arrives for pre-order. In addition, there are two new lip cheeks that will be part of this collection, and they have, just like some pretty colored packaging, but it doesn't have that gorgeous cosmos, coloration, kind of the swirly pigments and so forth that you see in the highlighter and the bronzer packaging. So these are just a little bit more ordinary. So we have two shades. We have Freesia, which is a sheer beige rose, and Ceylon, a sheer black orchid. So I believe both of those are new shades. I don't remember either of those names, but they're not ones that I currently have in my collection. So I'm thinking that they are probably new shades. And I'm going to pass on these. I've picked up so many new lipsticks recently, and honestly, they're just not ones that I'm going to reach for that much. I feel like I have plenty. So from this collection, I'm looking at the bronzer and the highlighter, and I have to say the packaging on this is really stunning. Really like that. Again, the only issue I have with some of the Chantecaille packaging when it's packaged like this is those containers, if you stack them, they do stick together, and I have, dropped some things a few times that way, and, then the products can break. So just something to note there, but it does get a little tacky to the touch if you stack them, particularly during the summer when temperatures are a little warmer. And moving on, we are going through information from Anna at One Beauty News Russia now. And let's start off with Lancôme. So Lancôme is releasing 3 new shades of their L'Absolu Rouge Drama Matte Lipstick. These are going to have a limited edition design for the summer. And to say it looks really pretty, from what I can see, it kind of looks like starburst with maybe like petals or something. It's a little hard to tell in the pictures so far. So one of these shades is a re-release. and 2 of the shades are completely new. So we have shades 196, that's the re-release, and 200 and 292 are both going to be new shades. And these are due out in July of 2023. So I don't know if I'll pick any of these up then or not. We'll kind of have to see how, if I'm in the mood for them in July. But again, I've had so many lipstick purchases that right now they're on my past list because I really just want to kind of delve into the ones that I've recently purchased. Next, we're taking a look at the new Chanel nail polishes. So Chanel has redone their nail lacquers. So they have 17 new shades, 24 total shades. So there are going to be some repeats there. And they have actually changed the names on some of those. The price is now $32 each for the nail polishes. And some of the changes that they made, in general, all of the shades should have richer colors, easier application, and an improved flat brush. So we're looking at that wide flat brush that you've seen in perhaps a couple of the products so far, namely like the Camellia nail polish that came out relatively recently. And, that's basically kind of what they have done to change this. So they've added according to Chanel, Chanel's unique natural ingredient, Camellia ceramide, has been added to improve the carrying effect. So again, we've got 24 shades, 17 are new. I have details on that from my sales associate Paloma at the Aventura boutique on the community tab. So if you want to see the names and shades of all of the colors, as well as which ones have been renamed, which ones are new, which ones are old, I have all of that information on the community tab. So definitely check that out. You can actually order these right now from boutiques, but you have to ask. So they do have permission to sell them when requested, but they're not out on display yet. So just something to note there. I did order a few or several, so I can't wait to try those out. I'll definitely share those when they arrive after I've tested them for a little bit, because I really want to, test the wear and so forth on these before, doing a video on them. So they'll be included in a video relatively soon. I forgot, I picked up 6 or 7 of them. Next, we have the Clarins Summer Rose collection. And, I haven't really worn Clarins. I have been interested in some of their items. And then the items that I'm interested in, I've never been on the ball with them. So they're sold out or something by the time I get around to trying to purchase them. So I don't know about if I'll get any of these or not, but there's a bronzing compact. Every year they do like this tricolor bronzer, and this year's, they've got 3 shades, and according to Clarins, they together warm and illuminate the complexion. Its formula is enriched with coconut oil to help nourish and protect the skin, white tea extract to help fight free radicals, and safflower extract to help prolong and enhance your radiance for a naturally even and radiant complexion. Lightweight, smooth, and refined texture allows skin to breathe. So the bronzer, I don't know if I'll pick that up. These items, by the way, from the Clarins collection are already available in certain countries, but I have not seen them here in the US yet. However, there are 2 new shades of the tinted lip oil, and I haven't tried their tinted lip oil, but I am very curious. So they have shades 16 Fuchsia and 17 Fig. Honestly, I like both of them, but it's Fig that is calling to me the most. So I'm, if I see those around, I'll pick them out. I'm probably not going to be avidly searching for them, but if I happen to see them, I will probably pick up the lip oils. Next, we have more new items from Chanel, and this is actually going to be in their skincare line. So last year they came out with a new line called Lilith Pro, and now they are adding a new face mask to this. So this is the Mask Uniformité, which is supposed to tighten the skin and make it more elastic. So according to, this is from Anna at One Beauty News Russia, it says that the Chanel Lilith Pro line debuted in 2022. It's a new skincare aimed at the appearance of a triangle of youth, an ideal shape created by connecting the highest point of both cheeks and the tip of the chin by raising cheekbones, creating a moderate volume of cheeks, and tightening the facial line. With age, this area becomes retracted. The products are based on the enzymatic ingredient melipona enzyme and fermented extract derived from honey, help improve skin texture, and are an effective anti-aging care that restores the skin to youth. Honestly, that sounds so appealing. So I'm very curious. I might look this up. I'm not sure about the mask, but I'm definitely more interested in this skincare line. I think I just kind of glossed that over before. According to this, the mask is supposed to have a gel texture. And again, we're going to have that lifting effect. It's supposed to help even out skin tone. And they recommend using it overnight 2 to 3 times a week. So you just put on a thin layer and leave on. And when you wake up in the morning, your skin is supposed to feel more firm and elastic. You can also use it as a booster, where you put it on for 10 minutes, rinse it off with warm water, and it will help improve how well your skincare is penetrated into your skin. So this is due out internationally sometime in May. I haven't seen it yet, but I am quite curious about this. Also from Chanel, and these are actually available in some places already, but they came out with the Les Eaux de Chanel line relatively recently. But now they have the shower gels. So they have 6 fragrances in the line, but they've taken 3 of those fragrances and they've created shower gels. These are currently already available here in the US. They're on the website and they are 200 milliliters of product here. So the actual ones, we've got Paris, Edinburgh, and Paris Riviera are going to be the 3 scents. And they're also going to be releasing a new smaller size of these fragrances as well, a 50 milliliter. So, and that's going to be in Paris. I don't know if all of the other fragrances will also have the smaller size, but Paris will. And I believe that's already available as well. So yeah, definitely check out the website, or you can contact my associate Paloma. I'll leave her information down below in the description box as well. And even more from Chanel, we have the Les Beige collection for this summer. I hate to say, I find this one to be pretty boring. But that's basically because these products aren't really new. So they're taking their cream bronzers in the shades 390, 392, and 395. So that's the tan medium, and the tan deep. So we're looking at the cream bronzers, and they are going to be releasing them in a limited edition mini size. I wish the mini size was permanent. I think that's actually a really good size for it because it's like impossible to use up the full size. But unfortunately it is going to be a limited edition. They also have 2 new Rouge Coco flashes. So the shades for that are going to be 174 Destination, 176 Escapade. Honestly, I'm not really interested in the Cocoa Flash formula anymore. There are, similar formulas that I find to be better, more hydrating. Those can be a little bit drying, if you wear them day after day after day. And not excessively or anything, but I have noticed that they're just not the most hydrating products. So I'm going to pass on those. The other item that they have is going to be the Healthy Glow Illuminating Oil. And this has been out before as well, but now it's going to be in a 50 milliliter mini size as a limited edition product as well. So those are all going to be, part of the Les Beige collection. And yeah, I'm just not interested. So I'm going to pass on all of those. Oh, and another thing that they are bringing out with Les Beige is they are updating the Les Beige Healthy Glow Cushion. So basically they've added a new combination of jasmine stem extract and jasmine oil with an SPF of 30 PA++. And it used to be SPF 25, so they have improved the SPF rating on here as well. They also have a new sponge shape, so it's going to be a teardrop sponge shape so that you're better able to get around the eyes and in smaller places and so forth. So I think those sound like good improvements, but I'm still just not very interested. However, if you're looking at that cushion and you want to know if something's a new or an old product, definitely take a look at the sponge shape. Now, Tom Ford, I think this is already out. I have to double check my emails, but I want to say that I've already received an email about this fragrance, but it's the Soleil de Feu. This is going to be their Soleil Blanc fragrance for the year. They've released a few of these scents over the past few years. This one is going to be a woody, ambery fragrance for both. It's a unisex fragrance, so for both men and women. And it's supposed to be warm and spicy, sensual and seductive, reminiscent of the setting of a hot sun that blazes over the sea and paints the sky with fiery bronze strokes. So, it doesn't really sound like my fragrance, so I'll pass on that. The top notes for this are going to be sandalwood, tuberose, and or tuberose and warm amber. So that's going to be a pass for me, but we'll take a look at the rest of the Tom Ford Soleil collection in a few minutes. I have that information from Emma Beauty Talks. Another collection that's going to be launching this summer from Givenchy. We have the 9.09 eyeshadow palette. This is going to be pretty rosy. Honestly, I'm just not really into it. So I'm probably going to pass on the eyeshadow. I think it looks really beautiful, but I have so many similar palettes already that for me, it's not a must-have. They're also releasing a black liquid eyeliner. It looks very nice, but again, kind of boring. Don't need that. And then what I am interested in are the new sheer velvets. I love the sheer velvet formula. It's one of my all-time favorite lipstick formulas, and I definitely plan on picking these up. So there are going to be 3 shades. We have number 9, Beige Sable, which is a nude beige, 50, Blanc Acajou, which is a brown red, and 52, Blanc Épicé, a spicy red. So definitely want to get those. And then we also have 2 new lip balms. We have a clear translucent shade 00 and the 10, which is the one that looks black, but it's pH changing. That always looks like a really beautiful, cool tone, like purpley blackberry. And so, yeah, I'm interested in those as well. I particularly really like the Givenchy lip balm. So it's one that I've repurchased a couple of times in the past. They're regular lip balm. So I'm very curious to see how this compares. And then another new product that is already out, but I just didn't realize it. I guess I wasn't that interested, but it's hair fragrances from Dior. I'm kind of interested in the concept of a hair fragrance, but not leading into summer when the heat is going to magnify those fragrances and, attract bees and things like that. So, yeah, maybe in the future, but not right now. They are available currently at the Dior website. They're $100 for 1.35 ounces, and they have 3 fragrances. They have the Gris Dior, the Rose Kabuki, which is the one that I would pick up, and the Oud Rosewood. So, yeah, if you've tried those, let me know. I'd love to know how it performs, whether it's drying on the hair or anything like that. But otherwise, I might pick that up during the fall, but not for the warmer months. Next, we're going to be taking a look at some information from Emma Beauty Talks on Instagram. I'll leave her information down below in the description box. And first up, we're taking a look at the Bobbi Brown Sculpted Glow Face Palettes. So there are 3 different trios here. They all have a highlighter, a blush, and a bronzer. I have to say, I think these are really pretty. The lighter one, I'm sure it's the Pink Glow highlighter, or it is the Pink Glow highlighter, which I do have. But that's the palette I'm interested in. So I haven't decided if I'll pick that up or not. I'll have to see how much it costs. These are available in some places, but not in the US so far. So yeah, if I pick any of these up, it's going to be the lightest one. And honestly, I think I might. I'm interested in that. Moving on to Estee Lauder. So for their summer collection here, we have a few new shades of the Pure Color lipsticks, which I really like. So we have Thrill Me, Stolen Heart, and Next Romance. So I don't know if I'll pick any of these up or not. We also have a new cushion. So it's the Double Wear Soft Glow Matte Cushion. There's also the Pure Color Sculpt and Glow Multitasking Palette with 6 new matte and shimmery shades. So I guess this is kind of an all-over palette. When I first looked at it, I thought it was an eyeshadow palette. Honestly, I'm not super intrigued by this particular collection. I'm sort of interested in the new lipstick shades, but I still, the ones that I picked up I feel like those shades are better. So they're not really calling to me that strongly. So, we'll have to wait and see when that's around, if it's calling to me then, but right now it's on the pass list. Moving on to Tom Ford Soleil Summer for the makeup. And here we have 2 limited edition quads that are coming out. So it's Tropical Dusk and Island Haze. And according to her information, the formula is going to be multi-dimensional satin, glossy, and matte finish, which, it's got the flat pans, which are typically going to be either your creme shadows or the previous older formula, which I didn't like. So I'm guessing this might be a new formula, unless this is an extension of the creme formula or something like that. I'm not really sure. So I'm intrigued, but I'm not really loving the color stories just because they look kind of repetitive from things that we've seen before. They are pretty. So I don't know. I might pick up one of them, probably not both quads. We also have, the Soleil de Feu highlighter. That's coming out. It looks a little deep, so I'll have to see some other pictures of that and see. But if it looks as deep as it is in this picture, I'll pass on that. And then the Spark lip balm. I didn't really love the Spark lipsticks, so I'm planning on passing on the lip balm. Next, from YSL, we have the Top Secrets Tone Up Primers. This is actually kind of intriguing, so I might pick up one of these, but it's a 3-in-1 product of primer, color corrector, and SPF 50. So that sounds like it's something that could be really great for the summer. Yeah, so I might be interested in this, maybe picking up the green one here. So that one interests me. Now moving on to information from WZ Beauty on Instagram. Again, his information is down below in the description box. And we're looking at the Suku summer collection here. So that is going to launch May 12th. The pre-orders from the Suku counter at Selfridges should be opening up soon. I will post on the community tab when they open, along with the email address and all of that. But if you are interested in pre-ordering, that's the best way to do it. They typically have a free shipping offer once you hit a certain minimum. I think it's like 150 pounds. So yeah, that's kind of the best way to get the products. However, I don't know how easy it's going to be to get any of the products from this collection because Toshia from Fude Japan, he also sources some cosmetics and he's in Japan. So they've instituted a lottery system for these. So you can't just go to the store and buy them. You have to kind of be selected from the lottery. So if it's that hard to get them in Japan, I don't know how easy it's going to be for the rest of the world. So I don't know. Unfortunately, I do really want to try these. I think they look gorgeous. The quads both look like they have a multi-chrome shade in each. And then I've seen two conflicting identifications for this blush or highlighter. I saw it listed as a pure color blush before, but here on WZ Beauty's latest post, it says it's a melting powder highlighter. So I'm not sure which one it is. It looks like the melting powder highlighter that they've done in the past, but I don't know. We know that melting powder formula has been discontinued. These could have been in production before they were limited and not able to get that ingredient anymore. So it's totally possible it's melting powder highlight. We'll just kind of have to wait and see until we get official word from Suku. Then there are also two Moisture Rich lipsticks. I like the Moisture Rich formula. This is actually a different shape for the Moisture Rich lipsticks, and they've got this gorgeous swirl. So I'm interested in those. There are two more glosses coming out and 3 nail polishes, which again, we're not able to get the nail polishes here in the US because I can't ship them. But, everything here is limited edition. I think it's all going to be hard to get, but unfortunately I do want to get it all. So we'll see if I can get my hands on it or not, but I think it's a really gorgeous collection. Oh, and then one more collection. This is actually from Anna at One Beauty News Russia. NARS, the NARS Pure Paradise Summer Collection. So that's supposed to launch, May 19th, which, that's the day I'm filming this right now. But I haven't seen it on the US sites. It does seem like it is available in some other countries already. So we'll have to see. It might be Asia only. So these are all going to have white cases. Everything's limited edition. We have a new eyeshadow quad. These 4 shades, these are all limited edition with a new formula. So we've got a gold and pink that are going to be shimmery, and then a satin coral, and then it looks like there's a brown. It doesn't say what type of formula that is, but again, a new formula that always interests me, but the color story on here is not calling to me. Then we have the light reflecting setting powder, same powder that we always get, but just in this limited edition white packaging. The Orgasm Blush is out in this limited edition larger size. So it's kind of an oversized blush. And then we also have a cushion. It says that the actual cushion itself is sold separately. So perhaps it's just the cushion case is being sold in this limited edition white packaging. And then there are going to be 2 new shades of the Power Matte lipsticks. We've got 103 Warm Beige and 137 Orange Red. So honestly, this collection just really isn't calling to me, so I'll probably pass on that even if we do get it here. So I would love to know your thoughts. If anything here has been, really calling your name, let me know what your thoughts are. And thank you so much for tuning in. And yeah, definitely tell me what you're interested in seeing in the future. So I hope you enjoyed this and have a wonderful day.